Hi Capricorn, this is your March 10th through the 16th weekly tarot reading. We'll have 5 separate spreads in this weekly reading. In the first spread, we'll be looking at new love entering your life, or maybe a couple of new love interests entering your life. Spread number 2 is for those of you who are already in a relationship or married. In the third spread, we'll see if anybody wants to get back together with you. After that, in spread number 4, we'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances. And the fifth spread will be what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, comment, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is a new love this week, Capricorn. We have the Ace of Swords clarified by the Six of Swords, the Ace of Cups clarified by the Eight of Wands. We also have the Wheel of Fortune clarified by the Hierophant. In the potential outcome, we have the Knight of Pentacles with the Ten of Pentacles and the Magician. And we also have the Lovers on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Gemini, perhaps a fellow Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, and other Capricorn, or absolutely any zodiac sign. It's a general reading. So I gotta be honest with you, Capricorn, it's a bit of a complex reading. I don't usually clarify every single card that comes out in the main spread. This time I did, but it made it even more complex. I see 2 general scenarios. For some of you, you're dealing with 2 people. That would be scenario number 1. Scenario number 2, you're dealing with just one person. With just one person, and you're moving forwards. As a matter of fact, it doesn't matter what scenario you belong to, there is a trip coming up. Somebody's going to be traveling. Somebody is definitely traveling, as a matter of fact, or moving, right? We have 3 cards on the table. All are in the main spread on the left. All 3 of them could definitely be interpreted as cards of literally going somewhere. And I think that somebody's traveling. You're traveling, they're traveling, both of you traveling. Somebody is going to hop on a plane, on a train, in a car, on a bus, on a horse, and go. Alright, at some point during this week, there is definitely a trip coming up. Anyway, 2 aces. The first 2 cards that came out, there are 2 aces. The Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups. For some of you, those 2 aces are coming from 2 different people. The Lovers on the bottom of the deck is a Gemini major arcana card, but the Lovers could be interpreted as a card of a choice. Alright? It can be a choice card. So, those 2 aces could be coming from 2 different people, and you have to choose. And choose you will, for sure. Choose you will. Alright? But if you're dealing with just one person, those 2 aces are coming from that one particular individual, I think, right? The Ace of Swords is a card of clarity. It's a card of somebody saying yes. It's a card of somebody who will speak their truth, because it's the no BS ace, as I often refer to that Ace of Swords. So there's going to be a conversation, a very direct, perhaps even bold conversation, right? Somebody could be saying yes to yes, let's go, yes, let's travel, yes, let's move, yes, let's move forward. For some of you, somebody could be saying, yes, I want to move on from something or someone. Right, because the Six of Swords clarifying the Ace of Swords, it could be a card of moving on, right? The thing about the Six of Swords, it's a very positive card, right? Because it's a card of improvement, okay? Even if you're going on a trip, as a result of that trip, things will get better, things will improve. Then we have that Ace of Cups clarified by the Eight of Wands. So again, for those of you who are dealing with 2 people, the Ace of Cups comes from another person. If you're dealing with just one person, this is what it's all about. Alright, the Ace of Cups. It's the most loving, the most caring ace out of all 4 aces. The Eight of Wands clarifying it could be interpreted as a card of the Cupid's arrows. Cupid is definitely involved. The Eight of Wands is also a card of travel, just like the Six of Swords. As a matter of fact, the Eight of Wands is one of the fastest cards in the deck. Right? The Wheel of Fortune, the next card over, you've guessed it. It could definitely be interpreted as a card of a trip coming up. But in general, the Wheel of Fortune is the start of a cycle. A very fortunate cycle, as a matter of fact, right? This card could be interpreted as many different zodiac signs. I usually go with a Sagittarius. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius. But perhaps some of you will decide on one of the people if you're dealing with 2 people and move forward. Others of you, if you're dealing with just one person, you're moving forward. You're getting into this cycle. Right? For some of you, it could be a very fortunate turnaround. The Hierophant clarifying it could be a Taurus you're dealing with. But the Hierophant is a card of a commitment. It is. Just like the Ten of Pentacles in the middle of the potential outcome, by the way, right? So technically you have two commitment cards on the table. One is a clarified, the other one just showed up in the potential outcome. Okay? But the Hierophant is also a card of religion, it's a card of education, it's a card of something formal, official, tradition, you know, but technically it is a commitment card, marriage card. In the potential outcome, the Knight of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, the Magician. The Knight of Pentacles could be a fellow Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or not a Capricorn. It could be you, right? You're an Earth sign. But the Knight of Pentacles is all about stability. It's all about financial abundance. It's all about planning ahead, because it's the most, strategic night out of all four nights. With the Knight of Pentacles, you can always plan your future. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight, but when it gets there, it's all good. It's all stable, financially abundant, and all that good stuff. The Ten of Pentacles in the middle, that second commitment card. Also, a rock-solid commitment or marriage card. And the Magician right next to the deck, I'm a little surprised this card showed up at the very end. This card is shared, when it comes to Zodiac signs, this card is shared between Gemini or Virgo. Okay, you could be dealing with one of those two. But, the Magician is a card of manifestation, and most importantly, to me at least, it's a card of taking action. It's a very action-oriented card. So you guys can make anything you want out of this. The Magician can turn anything into gold. The Magician is a very creative card. But I guess it's either one of those Zodiac signs you're dealing with, or the Magician is just you guys being very creative. It's not going to be boring ever with this person. You know, it's a good card to have, nevertheless. Alright, so yeah, I hope all of this makes sense. Capricorn, really happy for you. Congratulations. If you are already in a relationship or married, Capricorn, this spread is for you. We have you, I assume that's you, the Queen of Pentacles, clarified by the Two of Wands. We have the Moon, clarified by the Three of Wands. We have the Chariot and the Eight of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, or anybody. So something is going to be on your mind. Some kind of a decision, some kind of a choice you have to make. And it could be just you, or it could be you and your significant other who are going through this. But yeah, you're going to be, it's not going to be something that you'll think about real quick and then let it go, or make some kind of a quick decision. No, this is going to, it could extend into like a couple of days perhaps. Okay, let me elaborate. So yeah, the Queen of Pentacles, the first card that came out, I assume that's you. I think it's a reasonable assumption. You're clarified by the Two of Wands. It is a card of having to make a choice, having to think about something, weigh all pros and cons, you know, that type of an energy. The Eight of Swords on the bottom of the deck, it is a card of somebody who is overthinking or just stuck. So, like I said, you're going to be sitting in that energy for a while. Perhaps you need more information, you need to think about it. You know, take your time, right? The Moon, clarified by the Three of Wands. The Moon, by the way, is a Pisces major arcana card. It could be simply somehow associated with a Pisces birthday, right? Perhaps you're organizing a Pisces birthday or something like that, because we're still in the Pisces birthday season, right? So the Moon is a Pisces card, but at the same time, the Moon is a card of a secret or fear, or both. Right? Perhaps what's going on is just very private, and it's just what's going on inside your head, right? And the Moon is a card of, like I said, it's fear. Perhaps it's something new and something you haven't done in the past, or something like that, right? The Three of Wands, however, clarifying it, is the next step from the Two of Wands that came out in the beginning, right? With the Three of Wands, you will make up your mind. You will make some kind of a decision with the Three of Wands, right? And the Chariot, the next card over, could be a Cancer you're dealing with, but the Chariot is a card of moving forward. It's one of the fastest cards in the deck. For some of you, you could be moving, you could be going somewhere, or yeah, it could be a trip. Maybe you're organizing a trip. But the Chariot is also a card of victory, success. It is a card of moving forward and not looking back. All right, so perhaps you're trying to make some kind of a decision in the beginning. Should I stay? Should I go? Should I do this? Or how should I do this? But with the Chariot, it is a card of confidence, and it's a card of moving forward. With the Chariot, you will feel good about this. You will know what you need to do. And it's like you will see a target, and you're going to move towards that target, if that makes sense. All right? Cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Capricorn, this week. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. We have the Five of Cups, the Six of Swords, clarified by the World. We have the Knight of Swords, and we also have the Seven of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with maybe an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You know what? This is a no. This is a no. You know, sometimes I look at spreads, sometimes I look at readings, Capricorn, and I ask myself a very, very simple question. What do we not have on the table? We have zero love here. We don't have any love, Capricorn. Only disappointment, rage, as a matter of fact. Somebody getting upset, somebody's chasing somebody out of their life, somebody standing their ground. You know, that type of energy. Okay, that's what we have. So whoever comes back this week, and we do have both Mercury and Venus in retrograde. This kind of sort of starting. Mercury is starting this week. Venus is already in retrograde. So you may have somebody coming back you don't really want to see, but there's nothing they can do against Venus and Mercury retrograde. Perhaps they'll just feel like reaching out to you, but you're like, no, I'm not going back there. All right, cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Capricorn, this week. We have the Five of Cups clarified by the Five of Pentacles. We have the Ten of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords clarified by the Eight of Pentacles, and we also have the Magician on the bottom of the deck. You know what's weird about this reading is that it does start with the two fives, right? One five clarified by another five. The Five of Cups clarified by the Five of Pentacles. Is anybody struggling with a place to live? Okay, somebody could be, I don't know, struggling with their living situation. Okay, because the Ten of Pentacles, the next card that came out, among many different things, the Ten of Pentacles could be interpreted as like a card of real home, real estate, an actual place where somebody lives. All right, but at the same time, the Ten of Pentacles is a card of a family, and it is a card of a financial abundance. So it's like a real fast change from the two fives to the Ten of Pentacles, right? Because the two fives, especially the Five of Pentacles, is a card of like struggling financially, and the Ten of Pentacles could be interpreted as a card of financial abundance. All right, so it's just gonna drop, I don't know, land on your lap or something like that. Perhaps I'm connecting with a real estate agent, and maybe you weren't able to sell anything over the last week or couple of weeks, and bam, this week you will sell something. You'll be like, yay, I'm back in the game. All right, the Magician on the bottom of the deck. It is a card of somebody who is really good at what they do. It could be you, or it could be somebody coming into your life to help you out. Right, because the Magician really good at what they do, very creative individual. It could be somebody who solves complex problems by implementing creative solutions, right? The Magician is a card of manifestation and taking action. At the end, we do have the Ace of Swords clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. So there's going to be a yes. The Ace of Swords is like a yes card. The Eight of Pentacles clarifying it is a card of work, business, and finances. So overall, at the end of the game, this is something good that's about to happen. You could be getting a job. You could be getting something work-related. You could be getting a place to stay. If you sell homes, or if you flip houses for a living, you could be succeeding in that. Right? And for some of you, somebody could be helping you out. With the Magician doesn't have to be you. It can be. Perhaps you have a light bulb moment and you'll think of it like a creative way to do something. And if that's the case, then you'll get it. Or the Magician could be somebody who will help you out. All right? Cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen this week. Capricorn, we have the Six of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the Sun, and the Nine of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, but also have Leo on the table. So, Capricorn, if I'm connecting with a male or masculine Capricorn, if you would like to, or if you feel like pursuing this Queen of Cups, go for it. I think results will be awesome, amazing. Okay, so yeah, but for most of you, yeah, this reading still has something to do with this Queen of Cups, right? Right there in the middle. I don't think that's you. I think this is somebody else. It could be directly or indirectly related to you in terms of what's going on here. Yeah, the Queen of Cups is somebody else. It doesn't feel like you, even though I believe we can embrace the energy of any king or queen, right? But if this person is a Pisces, it could be their birthday that's coming up, okay? For some of you, perhaps this Queen of Cups is going to find out they're expecting, right? Because in the Sun card, we do have a baby riding a horse, okay? Perhaps somebody's going to propose to this Queen of Cups, all right? Because the Six of Wands the first card that came out, it used to be called the proposal card, but it's also kind of like victory, success, accomplishment. It's also kind of attention. So again, this Queen of Cups could be in the center of attention for whatever reason, for one reason or another. Okay, the Nine of Cups on the bottom of the deck is a card of a wish come true, or it could be a card of some kind of a event. In some tarot decks, in the Nine of Cups, people are standing around and socializing and celebrating. Going back to the Sun card, it is a card of clarity. It is a card of Leo, and it's the happiest card in the deck. It's the happiest card in the deck. We have 78 cards in the standard tarot deck, and the Sun happens to be the happiest one out of all of them. All right, so that's what you're not expecting, Capricorn, and that's what I have for you for this reading for this week. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also comment and subscribe. And other than that, Capricorn, have an amazing week.